And we hear that gut health or intestinal health starts in the mouth and the oral cavity. What does that mean? Why does it start there?
I like to think of the mouth as kind of like the gatekeeper for the gut. So this is where we regulate everything that enters, right? Whether it's good or bad. This is where everything is regulated. So think of your digestive tract as a river, and the mouth is kind of the source of the river. So that means that every time you swallow, we're swallowing bacteria, whether good or bad, all day long. So oral health is so incredibly important because if you have an imbalance there and, some pathogens, it can cause both issues in the oral cavity, but also systemic issues and diseases. But so the GI tract starts in the mouth. And then if we just kind of walk down, it's your mouth, your esophagus, your stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, and then the rectum.
And any one of those parts or all of those parts can become dysfunctional, right?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
You have to look at it as a whole. And that's what I love too about really, root cause and looking at, functional medicine. We're really looking at the body as a whole, whether we're talking about, the gastrointestinal tract but we're really looking at everything as a whole.
And so if you have inflamed gums, if you have a root canal gone bad, if you have, bad bacteria in your mouth, if you're not one to brush regularly or floss regularly, and you're curious as to why you have all sorts of stomach issues or intestinal issues, that can play a role. So when it comes to gut health overall, what are the common symptoms from mouth to rectum that people need to think about?
So I would say, let's start with most common. So the most common things I see: bloating, gas, constipation. Those will probably be, for me in my practice, that's probably the top 3. Then also, sometimes it's diarrhea, indigestion, abdominal pain. So if you are someone who has one or more of those symptoms, more than just occasionally on a regular basis, then something is not right in your gut. Something is off. Something is out of balance. If you have any of those symptoms, then, there are a lot of extra gut manifestations.
We hope you liked today's podcast clip. And if you want to learn more, check out the Root Cause Medicine podcast on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts.